Hello. Hello, friends. Happy Monday Fun Day. Yes, yes, yes. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. All right. We are going to channel a message for today, Monday Fun Day, 12/26. Even if you don't see this on 12/26, the energy, the intention of channeling this energy is for this day. So, all right. I hope everybody is in a good space. And that you've been enjoying your holiday season with your family. All things are love and light. And you've been able to navigate through this uncertainty with ease and grace. All right, you guys? So let's see as we go forward, what is on the horizon? Wait, I'm lying. Today's the 28th. All right. Dolphin spirit, pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. I love that. Yes. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus, folks. All right, you guys. Be really thoughtful and use your energy in a way that is authentic and is in alignment with what it is that is coming from a heart-centered space. Making decisions to do things that aren't in alignment with your true, authentic ways of being, what's the point of that? What's the point of you living an inauthentic experience? Going with the flow in a way that is going against the flow of your truth. Going in a direction that isn't authentically in alignment with who you are and see yourself being, okay? This is about knowing what is your truth and being mindful to that as you commit to moving in the direction of doing what you love, okay? This means that this is like recognizing when you're doing work or being in a situation that really isn't true to you, that you're like, what am I doing? This isn't, like, I'll give you an example because you asked. I had a pastry shop. I sold meat and dairy products. 5 or 6 years ago, I made a decision to actually see what it would take to invest in my own dairy cows so that I could actually do things that I thought was responsible in terms of like the farm to table, actually knowing who the cows were that I was sourcing the dairy for to make the pastries in my business. Okay, I thought that was a very responsible thing to do. I thought, why not really see how to sustainably run a business locally and with integrity? And then guess what? I learned about animal agriculture, and that changed everything. And everything that I thought was in integrity was completely not in integrity. And you know what? I had just signed the lease for another 5 years to have my business. I was already 5 years in and chose to commit to another 5 years. Okay. I had to really take responsibility for being loyal to the commitment that I made and also conscientious of what I was actually doing. So, as I continue to navigate in those energies, I it became gradually more difficult because I wasn't a vegan at that point. I really didn't embrace veganism and didn't understand it in the same way that I do now. And so now I'm aware of my truth, and I'm using my truth to, my intuition navigates my mind. My heart and my mind are in a collaborative work to really stand true in an authentic way of being. I continued to have my business after I became a vegan. And when people would come in my business and they would say, how are these items? It was really difficult for me to say, I don't need them anymore. I don't really want to support this. And I have a fiduciary responsibility and a business model that I created, so I can completely demolish my business model and start over. And it was then when I put my business up for sale, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's not in alignment with my authentic self. Okay, I can't do this work anymore. I cannot live in this reality because it's not my truth. Okay, that's what it's about. That's where you live your truth. You live your authentic. You live your authentic self, and your mind and your heart work together to cultivate that reality. Okay? And you be loyal to what you love. You be loyal to your commitments. Because that's about living a life with integrity. Authentic integrity. Got that? You guys got that? Now, it took me time to actually work through my own journey. So don't get me wrong. I do not want to sound righteous about this. This has been my own personal journey of coming to terms with decisions that I've made and commitments that I've made for myself and what I've decided to channel my energy into doing now. I know that we are all on the journey at different places. I cannot, my girlfriend invited me over for dinner a while back, and she invited me over, but she was making dinner in her pot roast. She was making or in her slow cooker, she was making a pot roast. And she said, is that gonna make you uncomfortable? And I said, you know what? It took me to now to come to terms with this. And I'm older than she is. Is it appropriate for me to judge where she's at on her journey? She's mindful of it because I have created the space to have the conversation, but she's not there yet. So it's not my place to make judgments on where anybody else is at in their process and vice versa. So this is, for me, however this makes sense for you, it's about living a life with truth and integrity that's in alignment with your authentic self. Okay? Got it? How are you doing that? How are you cultivating that? What does that exactly look like? Looks like a lot of things I have been confronting in 2020, really powerfully. Confronting things that have really forced me to be honest with myself about who I authentically am and what is living a life with integrity, living a life with truth and integrity. Okay? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Three of Cups. Okay. Celebrating this. Knight of Cups. Yeah. All right. Five of Wands. Devil. Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Justice. Three of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. King of Swords. Nine of Cups. Death. Awakening. Transformation, baby. Transformation station. Okay. So this is all about the awakening, you guys. Transforming yourself and going through the awakening. Because that's what it's all about. It's recognizing the karmic cycles, the conflicting messages that have kept you from being your authentic self, being your truth. And that's what's being transformed right now. You're seeing some new opportunities to create love, but you're not sure how that looks yet. But you are inspired. You're inspired to say what you want. There's a desire to actually move in the direction of manifestation. But where that leads you to in this awakening space is to really go within, to really become quiet, to really pull back and spend some time being with yourself quietly, so you can hear what your mind is trying to communicate to your heart, so those things are being integrated, so that the transformation, so what needs to be completed and let go of and transformed in order for you to awaken into this new being. Okay? For me, in the example that I used, it was about really taking the time and doing the work. It took me years to actually get to the place where I was a full-blown declared vegan. I'm a year into it now. I have never felt healthier in my life. So if that is any consolation, that's where I'm at. It took a lot of really working through, though, what I had created in my life and facing that and letting it go and transforming myself so that I could transform my reality. This is about transforming yourself so that you can transform your reality. Integrating your heart and your mind so that that can be reflective of what your external existence looks like. The conflicting messages there might be some conflicting messages around how you actually transform yourself, people's opinions about how you do that. There's some karmic energy here. There's some Capricornian energy here. We have moved into Capricorn energy. During this Capricorn time, you're really going to be confronted about ways of being that are no longer who you want to be. You are now seeing the ways you've been being that no longer serve you. What's going to be your New Year's resolution? What needs to be brought into balance in your life? What needs to be integrated in order for you to be this whole, authentic, integral being? Because you're seeing what your options are. You're seeing what the options are around this grounded, balanced. There's something really interesting. These cards have come out. There's a theme here in this energy. You really want to move away from the inauthenticities, the sneakiness, this disillusionment. Because fate is moving you in a direction to make decisions about what is really meant for you, what is really good for you. That's changing. Things are changing now. And that is what is actually the direction you're shifting into. You're moving into that direction. Because what you've wanted to do is actually move away from these inauthenticities toward deciding what is for your best and highest good. Okie dokes? And you know this. Your intuition is communicating with you pretty loudly. And you're transforming yourself into this new authentic way of being while navigating through these conflicting opinions about what that actually looks like. That's the work. Navigating through the conflicting messages of how you think or how other people think you should be. And that's karma. That's karmic ties. That's karmic energy. It's like when your family says, when you say, I want to be vegan, and your family says, that's absurd. We're not vegan people. But you're like, well, that's my authentic, that's my experience. I'm the only vegan in my family. They're not vegan, but that's the karma. There's conflicting messages in what I believe is what is authentically right for me versus what is actually existing in the conflicting messages that impact or that have had an impact on my truth. Okay? So, however this looks for you, it doesn't, I'm using the veganism thing as an example. I do that a lot. This doesn't have to be that same experience for you. It can look like a lot of different things. But the message is that you are transforming into this awakened being that is an integral, authentic truth that is conflicting to the messages of around you through either family or friends or people or whoever about how you want to evolve yourself into being. And it's important that you stand true in your authenticity, in your truth, even if it is not in alignment with the truth of the others around you. You have to continue to be you and live your truth, even if it isn't the same truth as the energy around you, okay? So you see that there is an opportunity here for you to really stand in some new abundance and love, and in this new experience of loving yourself. But it's going to take you some time to really, manifest the space to create the quiet space for you to actually hear how to integrate all this, okay? As you're working through this transformation and moving away from the disillusionment that has impacted your truth, your integrity, your authenticity, okay? But you're working through it. So good on ya. All right, you guys. Sweet. I hope this reading resonated. Hope there was a message in it for you. You know the drill. If you like the reading or if you like the content, there's a like button down there. Go ahead and thumbs me up. Either way, I hope there was a message in this reading for you guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I will see you again. Ciao for now.